The next financial crash is already here, but nobody is screaming yet, and that's what makes it deadly. Somewhere right now, a serious monkey in a blue suit and red tie is sitting in front of a glowing screen, watching a line fall straight down like a dying banana tree, rubbing his furry hands and smiling because he thinks he understands what's coming. He thinks it will be like the last time. He thinks prices will crash, houses will become cheap, stocks will be on sale, and smart monkeys who wait with cash will become kings. He thinks he is patient. He thinks he is clever. He is wrong. And if you are thinking the same thing, you are about to get peeled. Everyone remembers the last big crash. In 2008, the jungle froze. Credit vanished. Banks stopped lending. Monkeys stopped spending. Factories closed. Jobs disappeared. Banana prices fell. House trees were chopped in half. Everything was cheap. It was painful, but there was a hidden gift. If a monkey had a pile of green leaves under his mattress, he became a god. With the same money, he could buy twice as many bananas, twice as much land, twice as many shares in companies. The jungle was on sale. That memory is burned into every old monkey brain, and it controls how millions of people think today. They are waiting for that same movie to play again. They are stacking cash. They are sitting on the sidelines. They are whispering, "Soon I will buy everything cheap." And that belief is the trap that will destroy them. Because this crash is not a cold crash. It is a fire crash. In 2008, money became rare. Today, money is sick. Look around. Rents are higher. Food costs more. Bananas are expensive. Stocks are at all-time highs. Houses cost insane amounts. Everyone feels poorer even though the numbers are bigger. This is not a bubble in things. This is a bubble in money. The green leaves in your pocket are losing their power, and most monkeys are too distracted by TikTok dances and screaming headlines to notice. Here is what actually happened while you were busy living your life. Governments spent more than they had. Then they spent more. Then more. The debt mountain grew so big that no monkey on earth could ever pay it back. Nobody wanted to lend them real money anymore. So the central bank monkeys turned on their magical printers. Brr. Trillions of new green leaves appeared from nothing. Not grown, not earned, not saved. Printed. Those leaves were used to buy government debt and prop up the system. On paper, everything looked fine. In reality, every leaf became weaker. When you double the number of leaves chasing the same number of bananas, each leaf buys less banana. This is not a theory. This is math. So when you see a house that cost 100,000 leaves now costs 200,000 leaves, the house did not become better. The roof still leaks. The neighbor is still loud. The house is the same. The leaves are worse. The price went up because the money went down. And that is where the old brain monkeys get confused. They see high prices and think, this is a bubble. It will pop. Prices will fall. They are looking at the wrong thing. The bubble is not in the house. The bubble is in the currency. When that pops, prices don't crash. They run away. This is what an inflationary crash looks like. It does not come with panic in the streets. It comes with smiles in the stock market. It comes with charts going up. It comes with people saying everything is fine while their savings quietly evaporate. In 2008, cash was king. In this crash, cash is the victim. If you are sitting on a pile of money waiting for the crash, you are sitting in the blast zone. And the smart monkeys already know this. You can see their footprints everywhere. Look at the market. It looks strong, but it is fake strong. A few giant tech companies are pulling everything up while the rest of the jungle is weak. Why? Because big money is scared. They don't want to hold cash. They don't want to hold bonds. They are running toward anything that might survive when the leaves burn. Big companies, especially tech, feel like giant trees in a storm. That is not optimism. That is fear wearing a green mask. Then look at something that looks stupid. Pokemon cards, Funko Pops, video game skins, pixelated monkeys selling for millions. You laugh. You think people are crazy. You think it is speculation. You think it is greed. But it is not. It is panic. When a building is on fire, jumping out a window looks insane until you realize the fire is worse. People are buying collectibles because they are scarce. No government can print more first edition Pokemon cards. No central bank can create more rare skins. Scarcity becomes a life raft when money becomes toxic. And then comes the final signal, the one that never lies. Gold. Bitcoin. The ancient and the digital. Normally, when stocks go up, gold goes down. When people are afraid, gold goes up. But now everything is going up at the same time. Stocks, gold, Bitcoin. That should not happen. It only happens when the measuring stick is broken. Everything is rising because the dollar and the euro are falling. Gold is not getting more valuable. Your money is getting less valuable. Bitcoin is not magically better. It is simply limited in a world of unlimited printing. The market is screaming something most people do not want to hear. The era of paper money backed by promises is ending. So what does the serious monkey in the blue suit do? He does not sit and wait. He does not hoard green leaves. He understands that the real crash is not when numbers fall, but when purchasing power dies. He swaps fragile money for hard things, real assets, gold, silver, Bitcoin, land, businesses, anything that cannot be created with a keyboard and a printer. He understands that inflation pays off fixed debt. If he borrowed money at a fixed rate, the rising tide of inflation shrinks that debt in real terms. The system accidentally rewards borrowers and punishes savers. That is not fair, but it is real. The biggest mistake right now is believing that patience means holding cash. In this environment, patience means holding scarcity. Every day you wait with money in the bank, a little piece of it is stolen by inflation. No burglar breaks in, no lock is forced. The theft is silent and legal. You wake up one day and realize you can buy less bananas than before, and you have no idea who took them. This is why the next financial crash will not look like the last one. There will be no massive sales. There will be no great reset that makes everything cheap. There will only be a long, quiet transfer of wealth from those who trust paper to those who understand scarcity. The monkeys who wait for the old movie to play again will miss the new one entirely. If this is making you uncomfortable, that's good. Discomfort is the brain waking up. If you want to survive and maybe even win in what is coming, start asking better questions. What do I own that can be printed? What do I own that cannot? Where is my value really stored? And how exposed am I to a system that is slowly eating itself? If you found this useful, don't just nod and move on. Leave a comment telling me what asset you think will survive the crash. Subscribe if you want to keep learning how the jungle really works, and hit like so this video reaches other monkeys before their bananas are gone. The crash is not in the future. It is already eating.